And today, card curling remains a novelty sport, mostly seen in exhibitions and viral videos rather than formal leagues or tournaments. While it hasn't spread widely, it has gained attention online and is occasionally featured in lists of bizarre or unusual sports.
Welcome to Waywut, your weekly verbal double take. This is a rabbit hole podcast where a couple of old guys do moderate to shallow dives into various topics, ranging from true crime, paranormal, sports, pop culture, or anything else that we find interesting. We drop episodes every Tuesday, and then on Fridays if we feel like it. You can follow us on Facebook, X, TikTok, and Instagram. We appreciate you joining us. Now that we got all this self-promotion stuff out of the way, here.
Yep, it's that time again for your weekly verbal double take. First, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'10", wearing the black trunks trimmed in purple, your hometown hero, the one, the only, Jason, the Duck, Driggers. Next, fighting out of the blue corner. Next, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'10", wearing pink sheer trunks trimmed in glitter, wearing an elegant robe and a white feathered boa, the styling, defiling, lean cuisine buying, jet flying, Hershey kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun, the naughty boy, Darrell Holiday.
I appreciate you giving me an inch. I wish I was 5'10".
You're not 5'10"? I thought we're the same size.
Nope, I am a smidge short. I'm 5'9".
Well, they always add a couple inches when you're in the fight.
I keep hearing this when I was like visiting with my family recently. All of them were talking about how they're shrinking. I'm not going to measure how tall I am anymore, because if I
spine decompressing,
if I find out that I'm shrinking, I'm going to be pissed. I always wished I was 6 feet tall. I never got as tall as my dad because my mom's fucking Irish midget jeans.
You know, you actually do look quite a bit like a leprechaun.
Tiny woman.
Held me back. And so, yeah, I can't deal with it. That and with my 13-year-old son now allegedly being taller than me.
He is taller than you, Darrell.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Hey, my 18-year-old kid's taller than me.
18. Was he taller than you when he was in 8th grade?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, it's funny because like he's so he's still young, so he's still snuggly, and got this guy that's taller than me that wants to like hug on me on the couch and snuggle on me, and I'm just like, Trip, and he's like, yeah, Dad. I appreciate. Yeah, I like snuggling on you, Daddy. I love you. It's like those cartoons where like the big cat has like the mouse and it's like snuggling it, won't let it go.
Yeah, just rocking it back and forth.
Yeah, it's like I got this grown man that likes hugging on me. It's very weird.
Just a normal Saturday for you, Darrell. Just a normal Saturday.
A normal every other Saturday for me.
Yeah. Well, there's something magical about the number 3. It's the number of wishes you get from a genie. It's the number of bears Goldilocks stole from. It's the number of movies Hollywood insists on making before calling it a saga. A 3-strike policy is common in all kinds of laws and workplace procedures. Hitting a 3-pointer in basketball makes players hold up the number 3 in the air in some other clever way. A 3 count in wrestling and the crowd goes wild. There are many, many more examples of the greatness of the number 3. So today,
left one out.
Bring you. What's that?
It's the way we all want.
The way we all of threesomes?
The 3-way, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Twins, Basil. Twins.
Okay.
It is also the sum we all want.
Okay. Well, today, I will bring you a part 3. So, naughty boy, please do your best announcer voice and announce the wild world of weirdo sports.
Me. All right. Welcome once again to the wide world of weirdo Sports. There we go.
Nailed it. So great. Well, the first weirdo sport is one I've been holding on to and may be the weirdest of them all because of how popular it is. It's called Calcio Storico. This is a sport that is absolute chaos in its finest form. It is a combination of soccer, rugby, wrestling, and basically beating the shit out of each other. There are 4 teams that now represent a historic district of Florence. You have the blue team of Santa Croce. You have the red team of Santa Maria Novella. You have the white team of Santo Spirito and the green team of San Giovanni. These teams compete in a series of matches. The objective is to score goals by getting the ball into the opponent's net, with players using both hands and feet to move the ball and tackle opponents. It's kind of set up like a soccer field. But that is the simple goal, is to take the ball and put it in the net that's kind of above the railing there. The main goal is to wreak havoc.
I was going to say, this sounds like tackle the man with a football, but with actual points.
No, let me break it down a little better.
Right.
Each team has 27 players, and no substitutions are allowed. It's a big team, and no substitute. If you see the videos, you will know why. I'm telling you, it's fucking chaos.
Just people collapsed
and no substitutions
all over the ground
are allowed for injured or expelled players. Yeah, the teams are made up of 4 goalkeepers, 3 fullbacks, 5 halfbacks, and 15 forwards. The ball is kicked onto the field, and once the whistle blows, as the ball stops, the 15 forwards from each time do their best impression of an army regiment charging up a hill and engage in hand-to-hand combat. Anything goes. Yeah, once enough of them are taken down, the fullbacks and the halfbacks come in trying to swoop up the ball and score. To sum it up, chaos, testosterone, and brutality. Main goal, you basically beat the shit out of each other. Go ahead.
I refuse to believe that it's anything goes. I mean, they're not like kicking each other in the balls or gouging eyes, are they?
No, once they fight and get you on the ground, then that's when the fight stops. Like, you just have to stay there while all the action goes on around you. So if you get taken out by somebody, well, you're now on the ground. But if you
once you go horizontal, you have to stay that way.
Yes. Yeah, so that's why 15 people come mashing together, and then whoever comes out on top, that's when the fullbacks and the halfbacks come in and try to score the goal when they have a clear path.
How do they decide if you're down? Is it if your torso touches the ground or your knee?
Like once you get them on the ground and get pinned, basically like wrestling. Once you get pinned, get pinned, submitted, you get taken down. It's a straight up fight.
Where is this again?
Italy.
All right. I've been to Italy twice. I never saw this bullshit.
There's a whole documentary about it on Netflix. I can't remember the name. I think it's called Hometown, and it goes into this in great detail, and it shows a lot of the matches, and I'm telling you, it's fantastic.
That must be on the east side of Italy. I've never been to the eastern portion of Italy. I've always been on the western portion. So maybe that's some east side shit.
Maybe, but it's great. The origin of Calcio Storico began as a way to train young soldiers through violent games. It was very popular, even involving popes and aristocrats. This is a way before the Pope bubble, as it would seem unfair in today's game. It waned in the early 17th century, but took a new life under Mussolini and fascist Italy in the 1930s. And today it's going stronger than ever. It is played annually in June during the celebration of St. John the Baptist, the patron saint of Florence. The best example I had seen showcasing the history and violence of this game was highlighted in a Netflix series called Home Game. It was really good. The Reds, the team representing Santa Maria Novella, has won 4 of the last 6 years. And what do they get besides bragging rights? Well, it used to be a cow. It's now just a free dinner.
How are 27 people supposed to split a cow? I mean, what do you do if
say it was a live cow?
What do you do if one of them's a vegetarian? And he's all like, "No, I'm going to make him a pet." You know.
Yeah.
All right. Question.
Okay.
Is there a female league?
No, I have not seen any females play. It's 100% males.
Oh, I would just love for there to be a female league, so all like the giant trans females be like, I want to play. Oh! They're just beating their asses. Oh! You're like, oh, they're on equal footing because they're all women.
Oh my God. Well, the players earn no money.
I thought of something else. Is there a female division for the dick measuring league? Which one of these ladies has the biggest dick? Watch tonight. Here we have Sarah Hampton from Nova Scotia coming out with a strong. I don't know how big dicks are in centimeters. Since she was from Canada, I was going to do it in centimeters, but I don't know what that is. So.
What she lacks in length, she makes up in girth. Yeah. Oh, man,
all right, you can go on now.
Well, the players on this league, they earn no money. This game, they earn no money. But is it worth it? 25-year-old donkey says yes. 45-year-old donkey still says yes, but will have his 45-year-old body slap him in the face to wipe that idea out of existence.
Dude, something happens like in the mid-20s where like the second I turned like 27, I think, all of a sudden I became hyper conscious of the fact that I am made out of glass. And if I fall down, I will shatter into a million pieces. I mean, because when we were still in our early 20s, we were still playing football and stuff. We were still getting out there and like throwing ourselves around and junk like that and playing hockey and everything else.
And the bounce houses.
Yeah, as soon as I hit about 27, I was like, I'm made of glass. You're all like, I'm going to wrestle, But not me. I was like,
and now I'm really paying for it.
Yeah, I started riding a bike again whenever I was 27, and I was just like, all of a sudden, I was terrified of falling off. I was a kid. I flew over the handlebars. I would sit there and get tossed aside, crash out all the time. But now, all of a sudden, I was like, oh my God, if I fall off of this, I'm going to die. But
yeah, I can't roll out of bed correctly.
Well, I mean, I've worked out pretty hard last week, and I'm still sore. I'm just like, I don't heal anymore. I'm just in a constant state of sore since I work out.
I feel you on that one. Constant state of sore. All right, the next sport. This one's pretty stupid, and I can't believe it actually has caught way. It's underwater hockey, and it's exactly as it sounds, dumb. This sport, also known as Octopush, used to be 2 teams of 8. Hence, the octo and the push is what they call the stick they use. It's a team sport played on the bottom of a freaking swimming pool where 2 teams of 6 players compete to maneuver a weighted puck that weighs about 3 pounds or so into the opposing team goal using a short stick called the push. It's like a very micro version of a hockey stick, just shoved way down.
How deep is the pool?
It's deep enough where they're submerged. They're not just in their waist.
So it's over your head.
Submerged. Over your head.
So part of this is being able to hold your breath. Okay.
Yes. It's nowhere near the length of an actual hockey stick. It's usually, I already did all that. Players wear snorkeling gear and gloves and must hold their breath while playing. Probably the dumbest of the sports I have covered so far. And I have covered some pretty dumbass sports. Hockey is fast-paced, violent, in the greatest way possible, and requires great skill. Not only in ice skating, but in handling a puck. It's not easy. You and I both know that.
Yeah.
This sport takes away none of the good from hockey and makes it into a sport you can't even watch. It's a non-spectator sport because they're under the pool. They're underwater. You can't see them. Unless they have special things on the side where the glass, like at SeaWorld or something.
I can tell you what happened here on why this sport exists. These are all the people that couldn't hack it in extreme ironing.
Your favorite one.
These are all the people that tried to underwater iron and they couldn't fucking do it. And they're like, fuck it. I'm just going to sweep a heavy puck into a net. Who's with me? And it's all the other assholes that couldn't handle extreme ironing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's your favorite one. I think you're bringing that one up a lot. We're going to have to go to an extreme ironing event.
It's so weird.
It is weird.
That's why this is on this. Weird. I know.
Yeah. Well, with all that said, there are some aspects of this game that sound impressive. Like you alluded to, the breath holding. You do have to hold your breath for long periods of time, or one would think. The average player holds their breath for only about 12 seconds. So you're going underwater, you're doing something for about 12 seconds, and you got to pop right back up and go back under. Dumb. Stupid. I guess you take a guess on where it originated from.
Oregon.
Oh, come on. You could take a better guess. Where did most of these stupid sports of origin? England.
England. Oh, sorry. I didn't think English people really cared about anything that was hockey-like. I mean, if they were kicking the...
Yes, I made it underwater.
If it was underwater soccer, I would sit there and maybe think England, but this is, hockey. So I figured this was all like the Oregonians that were like, since they're kind of close to Canada, they see it and they're like, ooh, I could do it. But then, since they're all vegans, they're too weak to actually ice skate and hit a puck for real. So they just, like, hey, why don't we just all go in the pool and we'll push this thing? And all the Oregonians are like, yay! And that's what they do. They do their little sissy sport.
Close. Underwater hockey originated in Portsmouth, England. In 1954, Alan Blake, a founder of the South Sea Sub Aqua Club, invented the game as a means of keeping the club's members interested and active over the cold winter months when open water diving lost its appeal. And believe it or not, it is still happening today as there are major championships and tournaments held all over the world. The Underwater Hockey World Championship is the biggest of them all. A world championship has been held every 2 years since 1980, with several different classes. The U.S. won the 21st World Championship in the men's Masters division in 2023.
All right, since this came out in the 50s, I'm gonna do a completely uneducated guess. This is probably absolutely wrong and chauvinistic and stuff. But my theory is that this is the sport that was created by men that did not fight in World War II. They were just out of age, or they had desk jobs, or whatever. Somehow these guys didn't fight World War II, and so they didn't get that whole big, badass, tough demeanor that all the vets had. And so they get back, they're all like, they go to the bars and they're tired of watching like all the awesome tough guys like pick up chicks and get them getting laughed at, and they're just like, well, hey fellas, why don't we do a sports game together? That's good and manly. You're like, well, as long as it's not running, because I have a hard time catching my breath. And you're like, well, can you hold your breath for 12 seconds? Yeah. Oh, great. All right. Well, somebody get my mom's feather dusters. And then they all got their feather dusters and they pushed like their mom's ashtray around underwater, and they got yelled at for it. But at the same time, she was kind of glad that he was outside the house for a little bit and made some friends. So that's what it was. And then it turned out there were guys in America that were the same way. That were just like, oh, I wish I came back from a war all tough and badass and with post-traumatic stress. But no, I stayed here and like washed my mom's underwear. And so they jumped in on the sport too. That's my theory.
Well, now that doesn't sound right.
It's pretty close. It's a pretty good theory. But yeah, you should see the pictures of them trying to actually take pictures of them playing underwater hockey. It's ridiculous because both sports have to have some sort of spectator to be able to watch it, but you can't watch this. It's not.
I don't think you need a spectator, but my thing is that doesn't seem like a sport I would want people to see me do. I mean, think about this. Have you ever really seen a cool underwater picture? People's legs are all twisted and weird, and their cheeks are all filled up, and they got bubbles coming out of their nose.
Oh, okay. I see what
You
you
take
mean.
a
Yeah. Okay.
you take a picture of us playing ice hockey. We're gonna look badass no matter what, even if we're all like stopping or we're about to get our fucking clocks cleaned or something. You're still gonna look pretty badass. Underwater though, you'll be all like, with your little feather duster, and your legs are all gonna be, and you're gonna have your snorkel, and your eyes are gonna be all like bugged out because of the goggles. Yeah, no, they're better off with nobody seeing them do this. This is something that they need to do in silence, away from prying eyes, so they can, get that little surge of testosterone that they're just dying to have, feeling like they're doing a competitive sport, and then move on.
Maybe they just didn't
let them have this.
Yeah, maybe they just didn't know they had to turn the ice machine on to make the ice cold or the water cold. They just like, fuck it, we'll just play it this way.
Man,
you can't wait.
They're like, no. If they got on the ice, they would fall down once and be like, "Oh, my neat mama."
That is true. Falling on the ice hurts. Well, sticking to the ice themed sports, yeah, this is a pretty dumb one too. I bring you car curling. Just like the popular Olympic event, curling, just substitute the stones for actual cars. 4 teams of 10 pushed compact Oka cars, just those little bitty cars, kind of like a smart car, towards giant curling markers painted on the ice. The cars have both the engine and glass removed for safety precautions. No brooms feverishly being scrubbed on the ice are used. A driver steers the car towards the target while the other 9 give it a push.
So do they ever like hang on to the sides and like try to lean to like help it make a turn better or to stop? Or does it have a brake still?
No, it's got like no, they just push it. All the stuff has been taken out except for the steering wheel. So they just give it a push like you would in curling, and hopefully it lands in the circle where it should be. But you have to
still try to like. Do you try to hit the other person's car to get it out of the way? Oh, badass!
Yeah.
All right, I'm down.
Yeah. This one is kind of cool. I guess it debuted in Russia, and we just gotta go to Russia.
I don't want to do that.
It debuted in 2017, and today car curling remains a novelty sport, mostly seen in exhibitions and viral videos rather than formal leagues or tournaments. While it hasn't spread widely, it has gained attention online and is occasionally featured in lists of bizarre or unusual sports.
I bet you it's on the Ocho, huh? Oh,
probably.
Oh, because you do lists of sport. All right, anyway.
And that's me. Yeah. I just can't imagine why the sport didn't take off.
I can't either. I would love to do this. I want to play this. I imagine the cost is kind of sucks. And you'd have to have enough space to do that, but yeah, I would totally do this.
Yeah,
I don't care if I'm the pusher or the steerer. I would want to do this. It seems fun.
It would be kind of hard too to get a little grip on the ice and get. That's probably why you need 9 of you to get the car moving and rolling instead of just a couple of you. Probably wouldn't get much of a push.
You probably use those spiked shoes. Probably got those shoes that got some spikes on them.
Like what the loggers use when they're running on the log on the water.
Maybe not that thick, but maybe something more like kind of like golf shoes almost, I guess. But
okay.
You don't need that thick. Just enough of a point to just claw in a little bit.
All right.
Well, now I got to Google that. Do car curlers wear special shoes? Because they're Russian, so they might be doing it barefoot. Knowing them.
Very true. Just growing out their toenails.
Wear special shoes. Mm-hmm. Not competitive curlers. I want to know about car curlers.
I think competitive curlers though, they want to slide because when you see them drop the stone or slide the stone, they slide a good 30, 40 feet.
They have a slider shoe on their sliding foot, and then they have a gripper shoe.
Oh, I didn't know there was a slider and a gripper. Huh. Pretty cool.
All right. Novelty events, cars on sliding or booms. They may actually wear traditional curling shoes on this.
Okay.
The traditional gripping shoes, but I can't get a straight answer. I needed to know. I wanted to play this. But I still
in
want
the
to go
car
to
curling
Russia.
section at Academy. Yeah.
Play it against sports, man. I like to save money on my sports equipment.
Well, this one you won't need much sports equipment. Just this one is pure chaos in the best form. It's called Taoshi. It's a capture the flag game that has teams consisting of 150 players each. There is 150 players on each side. Yeah.
300 people.
You then divide them into 75 attackers and 75 defenders. Okay. The object of the game is to tilt the opposing team pole, which is anywhere from 10 to 16 feet high, lower than 30 degrees. So at the beginning of the game, it stands erect, and then you have to try to tilt it down lower than 30 degrees.
Yeah, I think I've seen this in anime.
Yes. And they do it by any means necessary, and I do mean any means necessary. You will see teams climbing on top of each other, punching, kicking, strangling, pulling back heads, all to get to the top and bring that pole down. This is all prohibited, in fact, encouraged. They even have a designated player, known as a ninja, who sits on top of their team's pole and kicks any opposing player in the face trying to climb. Although the match only lasts 2 minutes, the beatings these players take are incredible, especially to the face.
Well, according to anime, they play this in schools. Like at school festivals, school sports festivals. There's like teenage kids, and I don't know if it's co-ed or not co-ed. I think it's just
it doesn't look co-ed.
Right,
it looks like a bunch of guys.
Dudes. But but
it's incredible to watch.
Thank you, anime.
Well, this one originated in the 1940s as a military training exercise in Japan, particularly within the Japanese National Defense Academy. It was designed to build teamwork, coordination, and strategic thinking. Today, it has evolved and played during school sports festivals and communities events across Japan. We can always count on Japan for thinking outside the box and coming up with these insane games and festivals. Keep up the good work.
You left out one of the reasons why they did it.
What?
To weed out the weak. If you die during this sports festival, it's because you weren't strong enough to live. Yeah.
When we post videos to this, y'all will be amazed how quickly they are and how they surround the pole, and then how everybody just starts climbing up it. And they got people ripping them down and kicking them in the face and punching them in the face and all trying to get to the top.
Dude, that's how those girls were when I was. That's how the girls were with my pole whenever I was in the Philippines.
Trying to get to the top of it.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
At the beginning of the show, these are the jokes we were talking about.
I mean, I will say it was not like that when I was in Japan. So, everybody there was nice and polite and wonderful,
Place I would love to go. And I will end.
Anyway, go on.
No, I'm going to end on this one. This one is probably, I don't know, I've tried some crazy ones, but this one is actually pretty legitimate because I've seen this one on TV. It's another weird sport that is exactly as it sounds. It is Jiu-Jitsu, but in a car. Sounds made up, right? All these sports I have chronicled sound made up, so that this one fits perfectly. So instead of rolling around on a spacious mat, fighters are tangled between dashboards, seats, and armrest, turning every part of the car into a potential weapon or obstacle. The matches follow typical jiu-jitsu rules, but with a twist. Fighters can use seatbelts for submissions, which they'll take that seatbelt and they'll tangle it around your neck quicker than shit. Yeah. Which seatbelts try to do by themselves anyway. But grab onto headrest for leverage, and even get pinned awkwardly between the steering wheel and the door. It's pretty
sometimes
crazy.
through the loop of through the steering wheel,
Yeah.
they'll try to get leverage through there too. Yeah.
Now, here's how it
I know
works.
that-
The sports.
I know about this one because I'm the one that told Jason about this sport.
Yes,
it's
on my list.
Me and my son, we accidentally found it on YouTube when we got into what was it? I think it's full armored MMA where people
that's
like wear
fantastic
like
too.
iron and they got swords and stuff. We kept watching that, and then CarJitsu came up, and I was like, "What?" So we started watching that, and then that's the last time you did one of these, I was like, "You need to look up CarJitsu." I'm glad you did. Please tell us all about it.
Yeah, well, this is how it works. The sport operates using a 2 to 3 round system where both fighters must begin buckled into their seats. So they both start, one in the passenger, one in the driver's seat, seatbelts on. A coin flip decides who gets the driver's side and shotgun before alternating in round 2. So no matter what, you get to sit in the driver's seat or start off in the passenger seat.
You get at least one chance in both. So yeah.
Yes. The match begins when the contenders unclick simultaneously. If a winner isn't determined after 2 rounds set at 3 minutes time, the third starts with both fighters fastened in the back row. They start off in the back seat. Overtime, baby. We're going in the back seat. The sport was invented in 2020 by Russian martial artist Vik Mikiv, who saw it as value as a real-world self-defense exercise. He explains further, stating that if someone tries to carjack you, knowing how to grapple in tight quarters might just save your ride. And he actually has a good point.
He does, but I mean, it's hard to think of that as a legitimate thing whenever I know in like matches I've seen where somebody's head's like stuffed down in the floorboard and their foot's all up in some guy's face. It's like, it's just like, it's ladies, it's not a sexy sport. I will tell you that.
No.
It's super fun to watch though. I mean, they will turn themselves into pretzels and they will be all over that car in the weirdest ways. It's so cool.
Things you would never imagine that they could get themselves into, and they somehow have figured out a way to stretch yourself to get into that part. I could barely reach into the back seat to grab something, more or less, to fight somebody in there.
God forbid I drop my vape down in the floorboard in front of me, and I'm all like,
it's gone.
Doing that number, trying to like reach down, and I'm like, God damn it, I just need a red light, and then all of a sudden, every light in the world turns green, and
never fails.
And I'm sitting there just like trying to like scooch it with my foot that's not using the gas, and like, yeah.
My fear when I drop stuff down on the floor like that is to get stuck underneath the brake or the gas, where you press it and you're hitting whatever you just dropped.
I had that happen one time. Where
scary feeling.
I didn't care for that. I think the other thing I hate is those gaps in the seats. It seems like anytime my phone just falls, I mean, I could sit there and stick my arm out like 2 feet away and let go of my phone, and it'll find a way to fall like right next to me in between the seat and the console every fucking time.
Well, you have to use your little pickle grabbers to go in and try to pick out your phone.
No, I say fuck the skin on my hand and just jam it down in there until I can like grab it with 2 fingers. Then I do the like whole like little pinchy thing and then pull it up.
And you drop it to get it right back down where it came from.
Sometimes, and if it's really bad, then like if it happens and I'm in the car parked, then I'll say fuck it and I'll open up the door and I'll just have my ass sticking out while I'm sitting there digging under the seat.
Well, CarJitsu tournaments have popped up in various places and are really gaining steam. It has aired on ESPN The Ocho, and fans include Kevin Hart and Kenan Thompson. The CarJitsu Championships, backed by the Pro League Network, can be seen on a variety of social media platforms. They have amassed over 1 million followers. You can even buy CarJitsu merchandise, which I actually contemplated on buying. I almost bought me a shirt. I do have a Macro Wrestling shirt, so I might as well get me another oddball.
You ought to see if they have a show locally, then we should go. And then we'll both get CarJitsu shirts.
Absolutely, that'd be a lot of fun.
it sucked because by the time that me and Trip found out about the Full Metal, whatever, the MMA thing, that was done here. There was a place here that would do it, and they would put on shows like, I think once a month or something like that. And then and I think they already went under by the time that I found it. Because I was like, oh shit, me and Trip are totally gonna have to go to this, and it's gone.
Have you ever heard of Fight Circus?
No.
It's a boxing promotion. I'm going to use that loosely, MMA promotion, if you will. But they come up with these ridiculous fights, and they're always exactly like that. It's a circus. It's somebody really fat against somebody really skinny. It's a vegan versus a meat lover. It's always these weird, oddball pairings of fights.
See, that
you'll see some interesting ones.
I wouldn't get anything out of that because whenever I hear you talking, all I could think of is whenever UFC first came out. When UFC first came out, there were no weight classes. And it was so fucking cool. You'd sit there and see like tiny ass Hoist Gracie take down like some 280-pound dude. And it was so badass.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, yeah.
I remember the first fight I saw on the UFC was exactly what you're talking about, when there was no weight class, and it was a real skinny karate type guy versus a huge like Kamala wrestler type guy. The guy was humongous, and that karate guy whooped the shit out of him. It just took him a couple of times to hit the guy on top of the head, knocks him down, and he just starts going to town on the side of his face. It was just incredible.
I get why UFC did what they did. I mean, for the longest, they were unsanctioned. I mean, only way I was able to watch it was whenever they would put the videos out. And I worked in a video store, so like every time one came out, I was like, yes, and I'd get it. And I mean, I get why they went to the weight classes, and it's been very successful for them.
Oh yeah,
but I miss it. I miss it so much. I want to watch
Circus.
But that's not going to be good. I mean, UFC gets badass fighters.
Well, they get real fighters. Yeah, these are not really.
Yeah,
real
no,
fighters.
These are all meth heads and homeless people that need money.
Yeah, probably. Well, that will put a lid on this one. There are a million weird-ass sports out there, so I'm looking forward on another one of these in the future. Let us know in the comments some wild-ass sporting event you would like to hear more about. Be sure to check back next week as Darrell will regale us with another topic that made him say, wait, what?
Oh, I was waiting for you to get me to do the thing again.
Oh, well, I will.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
all right.
Absolutely.
So put in the comments some sports you want Jason to look into so he can do another installment of the Wide World of Weirdo Sports.
I nail it every time. Perfect.
I know. I miss my calling.
Well, we'll see y'all then, guys.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Waywut. This show's available on YouTube, Good Pods, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts. We love to hear from you. Please comment on what you just listened to, pass along episode ideas, or just talk to us at Waywut Podcast in our Facebook group or on TikTok, Instagram, or X. Again, we really appreciate you joining us. Come back again to hear about some stuff that will make you say, Waywut.